Hello Capricorn, my name is Keith Aswell and I'm a professional astrologer with 40 years experience in the business, 30,000 clients worldwide and 150 YouTube videos up there now on YouTube on all aspects of personal and spiritual growth. It's my pleasure, Capricorn, to welcome you to this analysis of your cycles for 2015. What I'm going to do for you first of all is to look at the personality analysis. That's always a lot of fun, Capricorn, to tell you a few things about yourself. You're a very practical person, Capricorn, ambitious, keen to get ahead in life and succeed. You can take on responsibilities early in life. You've got good management ability and leadership qualities. You can allow yourself sometimes to slip into depression, and that's one of the things that you've got to work on in life. Now, you earn money from working with computers, electronics, aviation, transportation, communications, some business or career in that particular field. And there seems to be some strange circumstances in regard to your finances. You enjoy things being unusual and different. You probably play the stock market. You probably have a few different irons and different fires, what you might say, to earn money through unusual circumstances. You're very psychic and very sensitive, Capricorn, and you enjoy the water. You love walking around near the water or driving around near the water. You seem to be irresistibly attracted towards the water. And you are very sensitive to the moods and feelings of those that are close to you, like relatives and neighbours. So quite often you end up being the hearing of somebody's problems, a relative or a neighbour. They pour out all of their troubles upon you, and so you've got a lot to cope with there. You enjoy mysterious novels and books and things like that on mysteries and things. And you can have a motor vehicle stolen at some time in your life. Or you can have some strange circumstances connected with a motor vehicle. You forget where you left it or in the car park or something like that. So you'll have some sort of a strange experience there to do with a motor vehicle at some time in your life. Now, you're a dominant person in the home. You don't brook any interference with your authority in the home environment and the family side of things, so you're the boss. And you tend to bring a lot of work home, perhaps. And there seems to be a parent who maybe wears a uniform in their job, either in the armed services or the police force or some sort of a uniform or overalls in their job at some time along the way. Now, you can be rather possessive of children, and you can be rather possessive of lovers as well. So you can form relationships with those that you meet through your work and through your career or business. So it's a bit of a no-no to mix romance and business or romance and the career, but you do allow yourself to go in for that. You really have a love for luxury, and you really have a love for beauty as well. So you love all the beautiful things of life, like nice furnishings, and you get a lot of enjoyment out of art and the beauties of nature as well. Plants and shrubs and things like that around the home are ideal for you. And there's many changes as far as your work is concerned. You probably have two jobs going at the one time, and there can be quite a lot of a sense of duality there. So in other words, you do one job that you've got to think, which hat am I wearing here at the moment? And which job am I doing? So there's a lot of duality there within your nature, that you have two different jobs that are quite polar opposites, what you might say. And your spouse is a very home-loving person, very family-oriented, and you do enjoy a lot of social involvements with family, and especially family on your spouse's side. So that's just a few things about yourself, Capricorn, to start the journey off here. Now, what I'm going to do for you is there's two types of astrological cycles that I can do for you as an astrologer. One is the transiting influences. Now, the transiting influences are the actual movements of the planets as they move through the zodiac. They also move through the houses of your horoscope, and those movements bring about events and conditions in your life of a transitory nature. Then there's what's called progressions. Progressions are symbolic movements of planets on the basis of one day in actual movement is equal to a year by progression. So that if we want to look, Capricorn, at where your progress planets are at the age of 30, we simply look at where they are at where they were when you were only 30 days old. If we want to look and see where they are when you were 50, we just go to where they were at 50 days of age. So these are major events in your life that are part of your destiny, your plan for this particular lifetime, and they will occur. Now, these are things like changes in residence, changes in your job, entry into business, loss of finances, financial boosts, distant journeys, marriage, breakups of relationships, birth of children, formation of romantic ties, formation of friendships, death of parents and things like that. So all of these type of things are there as part of your plan for this particular lifetime. So they're what's called your karma or your destiny, and that's indicated in your progressions. Now, I can't do progressions for you without your birth details, so the best that I can do for you here on this particular video is to look at your transiting influences. And what I'm going to do for you, Capricorn, is I'm going to look at the transits of the Sun, Venus and Mars as they move through the houses of your horoscope. They do bring about events and conditions in your life, not as powerful as the progressions, but it's still, you'll be able to recognize these. And so just sit back and relax, and I'll tell you, I'm going to put it on a timeline for you. So I'll tell you when there's a change in these bodily movements, when the Sun changes into a different house, or when the Venus changes into a different house, when Mars changes into a different house. I'll put it on a timeline for you on a week-by-week basis, and that gives you then a little bit of a roadmap for this particular year on your transitory influences. And then I'm going to look at Jupiter for you. Jupiter is a very slow moving body, but it's very beneficial wherever it sits, and it just goes through 2 houses of your horoscope in 2015. So I'll look at Jupiter for you and tell you what impact that has, and I'll also look at Saturn. Saturn only takes very slow moving, and it goes through only 1 house of your horoscope during this particular year of 2015. Okay, now the first movement that we have, Capricorn, is on the 20th of February. The Sun moves into the 3rd house of your horoscope and remains there for a month. With the Sun in the 3rd house of your horoscope, Capricorn, it does tend to focus your whole personality drive upon relatives and neighbours. There's a lot more social involvements with relatives and neighbours for the following 30 days. The next one is the 21st of February. The 21st of February, Mars moves into the 4th house of your horoscope. And when Mars is in the 4th house of your horoscope, it introduces a lot of extra energy around the home and to do with the family side of things. So there can be accidents around the home. There can be conflicts and tensions around the home. But a lot of enthusiasm there for family gatherings and things like that. Just try and keep things a bit cool. It's much better from the 22nd of February onwards, because Venus moves into the 4th house of your horoscope. And with Venus in the 4th house of your horoscope for 2 or 3 weeks, Capricorn, it's a beautiful time for you socially in the home and through the family. with parents and also with family members and those who cohabitate with you in the home. On the 18th of March, Venus moves into the 5th house of your horoscope, and that begins a 2 or 3 week period, Capricorn, which is very beneficial for you for romantic attachments. If you're in the market for a romantic involvement, that's a good time to expect something to pop up. You'll be outgoing in your affections, you'll have a love of music and creative, and you'll have a love of fun. And there's a great deal of happiness through children, should they play a prominent part in your life. A lot of love and expression of affection and so forth to those that you're socially involved with. For 2 or 3 weeks. Now on the 21st of March, the Sun moves into the 4th house of your horoscope, and for 30 days that focuses your consciousness and your personality drive upon family and domestic matters and a lot more social involvements with family. On the 1st of April, Mars moves into the 5th house of your horoscope. When Mars is in the 5th house of your horoscope, there can be tensions and stresses through children, accidents involving children. There can be a lot more activity for you socially, but it is a time when you can be impulsive, Capricorn, and jump into a few hasty relationships with that type of influence around. There's a heightening of your sex drive. On the 12th of April, Venus moves into the 6th house of your horoscope. That brings a great deal of happiness for you socially connected with the job. It's a very good time, Capricorn, for job interviews if you're in the market for a new job. It's very favourable socially with people that you work with. Now then we go to the 21st of April, the Sun moves into the 5th house of your horoscope, Capricorn. With the Sun in the 5th house of your horoscope, the personality is focused upon social activities, children, romance, love, and having fun. Then we go to the 8th of May, Venus moves into the 7th house of your horoscope. Now if you have a partner or a spouse, that's a loving time there in the relationship. You'll have a lot of social activities out there with the general public, like in parades and shopping malls and things like that. And on the 12th of May, Mars moves into the 6th house of your horoscope. With Mars in the 6th house of your horoscope, it can introduce a fair bit of stress and tension into the work environment. So just try not to have arguments with people that you work with, Capricorn, during the next 2 or 3 weeks. There can be stresses and tensions focusing through health and dietary matters, especially if you're going for too much spicy food. Now then we go to the 22nd of May. The 22nd of May sees the Sun move into the 6th house of your horoscope. That gives you a lot more vitality and a lot more enthusiasm for the work environment, a lot more social involvements with people that you work with perhaps. And health and dietary matters come to the fore. On the 6th of June, Venus moves into the 8th house of your horoscope, Capricorn. With Venus in the 8th house of your horoscope, there's a boost financially for joint finances with a partner or a spouse. And Venus in the 8th house, if you're female in particular, will heighten your sex drive and give you an urge to get involved in romantic involvements that have a degree of mystery surrounding them. On the 22nd of June, the Sun moves into the 7th house of your horoscope and remains there for 30 days. With the Sun in the 7th house of your horoscope, there's a focus upon relationships, strengthening of relationships, a lot of social activities with your partner or your spouse if you have one, a strengthening of existing relationships, and there's a sunny disposition on the part of your partner for 30 days. Now on the 25th of June, Mars moves into the 7th house of your horoscope for 2 or 3 weeks, making your partner a bit assertive and dominant in their nature. So don't let them get away with that. And there can be stresses and tensions there for you in your relationship, and a little bit of back and kidney trouble or bladder trouble would be possible, okay? Now on the 20th of July, Venus moves into the 9th house of your horoscope. With Venus in the 9th house, there seems to be a lot more social involvements with in-laws, if they play a prominent part in your life. Also, it's a very good time for travel for you. Venus in the 9th house for 2 or 3 weeks is a very good time for you for travelling overseas, and a very happy time for you socially with anybody connected with education or anything that you're involved in there. Now on the 23rd of July, Capricorn, the Sun moves into the 8th house of your horoscope for 30 days. With the Sun in the 8th house of your horoscope, there's a strong leaning by the personality towards introspection and reflection and transformation and change within yourself through that introspection and reflection. On the 26th of July, Venus goes retrograde. Now, when a planet goes retrograde, it doesn't impact so much upon the house that it's sitting in, but the houses that they rule. And Venus rules the 5th and the 10th house of your horoscope detrimentally when it's in a retrograde motion. So therefore, it's going to bring a few secret worries to do with romance, love and the social side of life and matters relating to children. Also to do with the career, parents and business. Now on the 1st of August, Venus goes into the 8th house of your horoscope, and that brings a boost financially through your partner, and also a love of the mysteries of life and a strengthening of your sex drive if you're female. On the 9th of August, Mars moves into the 8th house, enhancing your sex drive whether you're male or female. And with Mars in the 8th house, your partner can be a bit stressed out to do with money matters, and they can be a bit impulsive too, Capricorn, with money during that particular time. Now on the 24th of August, the Sun moves into the 9th house of your horoscope, Capricorn, and with the Sun in the 9th house of your horoscope for 30 days, there's a focus upon expansion, travel, and a lot of social involvements with in-laws, and tremendous desire to expand your understanding through study, research and investigation and adult education. On the 8th of September, Capricorn, Venus starts going direct again, so the negative influences that I mentioned earlier through the house, the 5th house and the 10th house no longer apply, and things are starting to look good for you. 24th of September, the Sun moves into the 10th house of your horoscope for 30 days. With the Sun in the 10th house of your horoscope, Capricorn, it's a focus of your personality upon ambitions, parents, government departments, and business and career. So it's a good time for you socially connected with career or business, and for growth and expansion in career and business. On the 26th of September, Capricorn, Mars moves into the 9th house of your horoscope, seeing a lot of stress and tension introduced into the educational arena and through in-laws. So there can be arguments with people about philosophy, differences of opinion on religious matters and ideals. And with Mars there in the 9th house, be careful if you're travelling, especially with regard to spicy food that can interfere with your metabolism a little bit. Now on the 9th of October, Venus moves into the 9th house of your horoscope, seeing pleasant social activities for 2 or 3 weeks, focusing through those that you've been through educational processes with. Adult education can be very favoured during that time. Expansion of your consciousness through study, research and investigation. Venus in the 9th house is a very good time for travel too, Capricorn. So if you wanted to travel, that's a good time to do so for the next 2 or 3 weeks. And it's favourable socially through in-laws. Now on the 24th of October, the Sun moves into the 11th house of your horoscope. With the Sun in the 11th house of your horoscope for 30 days, Capricorn, there's a focus upon friends, group activities, club activities. Other people's children play a prominent part in your life, especially through your children, if you have any. Then on the 9th of November, Venus moves into the 10th house of your horoscope, seeing a pleasant 2 or 3 weeks focusing through career, business, parents on a social level, and it's a very good time for you for job interviews or for seeking advancement in your career or expansion in business. Now on the 13th of November, Mars moves into the 10th house of your horoscope, introducing a lot of extra energy and enthusiasm into your career and business activities. Just be careful that you direct those energies in a constructive way and not an impulsive way. It remains there for 2 or 3 weeks, Capricorn. Then on the 23rd of November, the Sun moves into the 12th house of your horoscope and remains there for 30 days. Now, when the Sun is in the 12th house of your horoscope, it can be a time of secret worries, insecurities, self-undoing, self-abnegation and self-sabotage, but it doesn't have to be that way. It can be a time of solitude and aspiration toward the divine in whichever way that you would bring about those aspirations. Now on the 6th of December, Venus moves into the 11th house of your horoscope and begins a 2 or 3 week period of a great deal of love for friends, group activities, club activities, formation of new friendships and romantic attachments, and club activities and happiness through other people's children, especially through your children. Now on the 23rd of December, 2 days before Christmas, the Sun moves into the 1st house of your horoscope, Capricorn. When the Sun is in the 1st house of your horoscope, which it remains there for 30 days, it's a very good time for you for commencing and starting new projects that are from your own resources and your own ingenuity and your own creativity. It gives you a sunnier disposition during that month. It's very favourable for you for commencing and starting new projects and ideas, and a happy and a sunny disposition over Christmas and New Year period. On the 30th of December, the last one that we come to, Venus goes into the 12th house of your horoscope. Now with Venus in the 12th house of your horoscope for 2 or 3 weeks, you can get embroiled in a secret relationship if you're inclined in that direction, but it can also bring a great deal of love for those who are suffering in life and a great deal of love for solitude, and you probably will want to get involved in something with a bit of intrigue about it to do with the social side of life. So even if you try to fob it off, you'll probably have friends confiding confidences in you and so forth that you didn't even ask for. So to introduce a little bit of intrigue and mystery there into that area. Now I'm going to look at the movement of Jupiter for you, Capricorn. Jupiter is the embodiment of the second ray of love wisdom, and it's a beautiful planet and a beautiful influence to have in your horoscope. It only goes through 2 houses in this period of 2015, and it starts the year off in the 8th house of your horoscope. Now with Jupiter in the 8th house of your horoscope, there's a tremendous urge for change within yourself for the first few months of the year, okay? Tremendous urge to transform yourself and to eliminate aspects of yourself that you're not happy with. So there's a tremendous amount of introspection and reflection going on. But Jupiter is retrograde in your horoscope from the 1st of February onwards through until the 9th of April. Now, between the 1st of February and the 9th of April, with Jupiter being retrograde, it's impacting negatively upon the 3rd house and the 12th house of your horoscope. The 3rd house is the house of contracts and agreements, so be very careful any contracts or agreements that you're entering into, that they're not based on bad judgment. And things to do with motor vehicles and decisions and choices revolving around motor vehicles, and also dealings with relatives. You can put trust in a relative with a confidence that it's not warranted, so just be careful, or with a neighbour. And you can have bad judgment and secret motor vehicles from the 1st of February to the 9th of April. Now also it impacts negatively upon the 12th house of your horoscope, so you can be your own worst enemy when there's a 12th house impact there that's not positive. So you can be involved in some sort of secret activities that are not in your own best interest, self-sabotaging type of influence and self-abnegating type of influence, Capricorn. Then on the 9th of April, Jupiter goes direct again, and it starts to bring a boost for joint finances. Joint finances will receive a boost, and there's with any partner or spouse, and there's money coming to you from a deceased estate potentially. There's also very good stars for you for expanding your understanding about the mysteries of life and to do with introspection and reflection and transformation within yourself. Then on the 12th of August, Jupiter moves into a different house. It moves into the 9th house of your horoscope. It remains direct then for the balance of the year. And with Jupiter in the 9th house of your horoscope, Capricorn, it's a very good time for travel, any time in the balance of that year. It's a very good time for you for travel. It's a very good time for you for expansion of your understanding through adult education, study of philosophy and spiritual truths and so forth. So it's a very good period for you. Now I'm going to look at the movement of Saturn for you. Saturn remains in the 12th house of your horoscope during the whole of 2015. But it does go retrograde between March and August. So Saturn in the 12th house of your horoscope will bring perhaps the hospitalisation of a parent or an elderly figure in your life. It does bring bad judgment to do with personal initiatives and interests because Saturn is your ruler. So you can be your own worst enemy when Saturn is in the 12th house of your horoscope. So just be careful of your decisions and your choices that you make. Now with Saturn in the 12th house of your horoscope, it can bring bad judgment with regard to business or career changes, and there can be the hospitalisation of a parent sometime in that period. Now Saturn goes retrograde between March and August, and then after that it goes direct again. But between March and August, it's impacting negatively upon your personal interests. So be careful with things that you're planning out that are from your own initiative and your own creativity, Capricorn, that they're well thought out and planned out in a step-by-step plan. And be careful of your judgment with regard to money and expenditures, okay, and purchases, because your judgment can be in error there to do with money matters during that particular period. And that's as far as I can do for you for the period of 2015 that we're looking at here, Capricorn. Now, as far as your progressions are concerned, there are some major progressions that are happening in your life in 2015. There's no two ways about that. And I'm prepared to do your progressions to give you an idea of what are the major impacts of your life and the map that you've set for yourself for changes in residence, changes in your job, journeys overseas, birth of children, deaths of those around you, financial gains, financial crises, health crises, changes in business, expansion in business. All of these sort of things are all part of your destiny and karma, and they're written into your progressions, okay? I'm happy to do your progressions for you for the next 30 months, Capricorn, free of charge. Okay, so you have to go to my website and submit your birth details through the Your Horoscope page of my website. You can find the website address in the description of this video. It's always there in the description of all of my videos. And go to my website, submit your birth details through the Your Horoscope page, and then I'm going to be able to send you your horoscope chart together with the progressions up until the next 30 months. So that gives you an idea of what's going on in your life in regard to your major events, okay? Subscribe to my videos because I'm pumping out new videos all the time. It's nice to have this opportunity to be able to work with you, Capricorn, and to be of service to you here. And I look forward to working further with you should you decide to submit your birth details. And I wish you well in life during 2015. Thank you.